Let's talk Fallout. Uh,
Oh, that's hot. Hi, it's me, Tim. Before I start, that power armor helmet was made by Josh J, an artist on Fallout 4, and he sent it to me. How cool is that? Yeah, it barely fits over my big head though. It's really fun though. It's cool to have something like that. Thank you, Josh. So the real Jacob 603 asked me some Fallout questions on the last video, so I thought I'd answer them in a video format rather than in text. And I'm going to call this Let's Talk Fallout 1 because I have a feeling Fallout questions will come up a lot. So he asked me what I think of the modern Fallouts and the whole Fallout series and the new ones. Let me just caveat, I've never played Fallout Brotherhood of Steel or Fallout 76, and I barely played any Fallout Tactics. Uh, m- Mostly, I didn't play Brotherhood of Steel because when it came out, I was super busy. Same thing with Tactics. Fallout 76. I think I understand it's a great game. It's online multiplayer, mostly having to do with base building, and those aren't for me. So, and by the way, if a game comes out and it has features you don't like, don't call it a stupid game. People got to stop doing that. It's just not for you. If a game comes out and you don't like it, play another game. Ton of games out there. Literally tens, if not hundreds of thousands. Just play a game you like. Anyway, so worked on Fallout 1 and about the first quarter to a third of Fallout 2. Whole story there. Another video. When Fallout 3 came out, I was working on an MMO at Carbine, and Todd Howard invited me up to E3 up in LA to their hotel to kind of privately view it. And by private, I came into the back of the room while they were showing it to reporters, and I watched it, and then I left, and then I sat down with him and Emilio Pagrio later, and we talked about it, which it was amazing to see Fallout done 3D when you leave the vault. I mean, that was amazing to see, and I know I've mentioned that, but the game itself was really fun. I know it wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but it was amazing, and it revitalized Fallout. I mean, I'd love to see that done to Arcanum. That's a whole other video there. Um, but I played Fallout 3 a ton. I played it multiple times. I've tried different builds. Same thing with Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas. In fact, I'm replaying Fallout 4 right now because I'm trying a Charisma build, which is something I'd never done before. So yeah, I mean, they're really good games. Bethesda knows how to make a good game. Skyrim's a good game. It's fun. It's addictive. It's calming in a way. I love getting into their games and just playing and walking around the world and exploring. I mean, some of their level designers are just the best in the world. I love those games. And I've said that those games aren't made the same way but I would make them, but that's fine. I haven't been involved in the IP for 25 years. I'm super happy that not only has someone picked it up, but such a great company has picked it up and is running with it and is making these great games for us to play. The modding community has been amazing. I mean, there's so many amazing mods out there, and I've played around with some of them. They're really awesome. Some of you guys have the best ideas in the world that I hope Bethesda pays attention to and folds them into Fallout 5. But yeah, I think that if I was going to make a Fallout, and I'd love to make Fallout again, I know I said I wasn't that into sequels, but I'm not saying no to sequels. It's just if someone gave me a big bag of money, I'd rather make a new IP rather than make a sequel to an existing IP, even my own IP. But it's been 25 years. I've got a lot of ideas on Fallout. The books I have that are full of ideas, many of them are Fallout ideas. They don't have to be Fallout, but I imagine them in the context of Fallout. There's so many stories about the development of Fallout that I think explain why it's such a unique game. And I think when Bethesda got the IP, they took it and made it their own. So 3 and 4 feel different than 1 and 2, and they should feel different. And it's not just a matter of going 2D to 3D. I think you can see that when you play Fallout New Vegas, because a lot of people worked on that, were from Interplay, and had worked on 1 and 2. And so you see more of 1 and 2 in New Vegas. Makes sense. It's Everybody has their own style of making games, and I think you should enjoy that style rather than want everything to fit in a box. Like I want more Fallout that was just like Fallout 1. Fallout 1 was done. Probably could get updated. I've had some thoughts on that, because if it wasn't for Steam and GOG and their wrappers, it would be hard to play that game right now. Which, by the way, I think is a real sad thing, that we're losing some older games just because they're harder and harder to play under Windows. And Mac games are just gone. I mean, there's a Fallout that we made for Mac Play, and I don't even think you can get that thing running anymore. It's kind of sad. But hopefully, this answers your questions, the real Jacob 603, on what my thoughts are on current Fallout. And I'm sure we'll have many more Fallout discussions in the future.